let us firstly acknowledge that our wise and loving Creator, in His goodness, gave these lands upon which we meet to the Gadigal clan of the Eora Nation. As we celebrate together on these lands, let us remember to pay our respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. And let us acknowledge our responsibility to appreciate and respect the deep beauty, knowledge, and spirituality that is embedded forever within the custodianship of the lands of the Gadigal people. And in doing so, may we encourage all people on these lands to discover God's plan for all humankind through His Son, Jesus.
Hello Year 9, good to see you. It's now your final year in middle school as parents and students, and so you're almost there. You're almost ready to move on to senior college. By the end of Year 9, a lot of you will find that the guidelines and rules in Year 9 are becoming a little bit tight for you, and you're pretty keen to spread your wings. And so my advice to you is to hang on, use those guidelines until the end because they're there to help you, but look forward to the chance next year to relax a little bit into some more freedom. For parents, if you're wondering, well, what can I expect in Year 9 for my son or daughter? What you can expect is a fun year and a sense of excitement because it's their last year in middle school and they know that next year they get to enjoy the privileges of senior college. Sometimes though what you'll find is that they actually, near the end of Year 9, don't want to leave the middle school. As surprising as that sounds, they get a bit nervous about moving on to the next division, which is normal. But one of the big highlights of Year 9, I think, is the snow camp or the Murray River camp. So they're away in the snow for a week, camping, cross-country skiing, learning how to actually live in the snow as opposed to just go up and down the slopes with a chairlift, or they're paddling down the Murray River for a week. And that also brings the level of that outdoor education experience up another notch from Year 8 so that they're ready for Year 10 when there's a number of outdoor education camps to choose from, including the 20-day. So for a number of years we had a girls coordinator, and that was introduced when the school moved to a co-education model away from a boys school. And so the reason for that was to support the very small number of female students coming into the school so that they felt supported and encouraged and catered for. We're now at a point where there's almost in some years 40 to 50% girls, and we also feel the need to create a deputy head of middle school to manage the numbers of the middle school in a similar way to other divisions. So the girls coordinator role has been absorbed into the deputy head of middle school, Miss Rebecca Leeds, who has been the girls coordinator in the past and is very aware of the things that need to be done to support girls in the middle school. So her job will be to support everyone, to work with the year coordinators and the tutors and myself. But that extra support that we gave to girls is continuing just in a different way. Some people have called the Year 9 the party year. It is a year perhaps where students start exploring things outside of school a bit more socially. They're a bit older, some parents give a bit more independence, and so at school part of our job is to help educate them about those things. So they have lessons in PDHPE about health and managing their health and making good choices. And then we find as well from a day-to-day that the staff need to be a bit more aware of of how they can help students be wise. And one of the character strengths that we chose to be depicted in the Year 9 area is actually principled, because what we find is that that's a key stage of their growth where they're trying to work out what is right, what is wrong, and what is my response to that. How will I actually manage the situation when I don't feel that what is happening is right? So as parents, one of my recommendations to you is to educate yourself about what's happening in the adolescent world. And I do think that getting to know a little bit about current views and current statistics and information about drugs and alcohol and risk-taking behaviour in that age group of 14 to 16 would be very wise. And it is important as well that you work in partnership with the school to send a consistent message, which is that we encourage positive risk-taking, we encourage a healthy response to trying new things, but we put limits. We have limits on things, and as parents, no doubt you'll be aware of the need to provide wise limits at home and a good level of supervision. As a school, we don't seek to pry into people's private lives. but we do say that things that affect the school, whether it's online or out of school, that bring the school's name into it, can become a matter for us. And so we ask that as parents you work in partnership with us to send a consistent message about what's expected and what's healthy. Thank you for joining us. I hope the rest of the presentation is helpful, and remember, always ask if you have any questions early on in the piece. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Leeds and I'm the Deputy Head of Middle School. Welcome parents and students to 2021. My new role this year will entail working in partnership with John Partington as he oversees the middle school. I will be working closely with each of the year coordinators in 7, 8 and 9 in how they manage students and interact with you as parents. I have been working at St Andrew's Cathedral School for 6 years. I have been the girls coordinator for 2.5 of those. As a parent, sometimes you may not know who to go to when your child is having an issue or if you need further support around something. So I want to let you know just a few different ways that you can get help. So the first port of call if your child is absent is notifying the absentee line. So that is Trish Williamson at reception. The second port of call, if it is concerning a pastoral issue, would go to your tutor. So each of the children have tutors that they get to see each day for 30 minutes. And during that time, they get to know your child really well, and they get to know all about the academic, social and emotional development of your child. And that is a very good person to email if you have any issues, or if you are unsure of who to contact. That's a very good person to email about any of your concerns. The next person that you could speak to after that would be the year coordinator. So for year 9, you will have Naomi Tubman. You can email them about any of your concerns and they will be able to pass on to the appropriate people. If it is an academic issue, you can also email directly your child's teacher, and you could also speak with Miss Kate Lay, regarding any wider academic issues. If your child needs further support, there is a specialised learning department as well. You could contact Tammy Campbell, who will be overseeing the specialised learning department this year, and she will be able to direct you about any further support available in that area. Thank you so much for taking all the time out of your busy schedules in order to watch this presentation. I look forward to having an excellent year with you all in 2021. If you are a new parent, welcome aboard. We look forward to working with you.
Hello, I'm Naomi Tubman and I will be your Year 9 son or daughter's year coordinator for this year. Welcome to our school community. I've been at St Andrews since 2015. I finished up last year as the middle school girls coordinator and am expanding that role into being a year coordinator this year. I am a French and maths teacher, a bit of a strange combination, I know. I'm married actually to the chaplain here at SACS. I also enjoy and very much look forward to going down the south coast in the holidays, where we try to play golf, we read on the deck, we fish and visit lots of the white sandy beaches down there. As a coordinator, I really love getting to know the students with whom I'm working. Everyone is so different and so many of them have lovable quirks. Whether it's helping students navigate friendship issues, academic concerns, whether it's informal pastoral counselling or simply being another significant adult that takes an interest in the students, I see my role as really valuable. Also, as the year coordinator, I'm responsible for the pastoral care management and discipline of the year group, working with the tutors and also in collaboration with the deputy and head of middle school. The pastoral program here at SACS is run primarily in tutor groups 2 to 3 times a week. And these tutor groups often centre on wellbeing topics as well as character strengths and how to develop mature social functioning and communication. We'll be covering this year all kinds of topics from sleep and nutrition to assertiveness and resilience to gratitude and connectedness. Assessment preparation and goal setting is also an important part of our academic tutorials. We often have external speakers who we invite in to address the students on other pertinent topics as well. While tutor group itself is only a couple of times a week, the tutor is the staff member who will see your son or daughter every day in the pastoral time slot. So they will be the one who will know the students the best. They are therefore the first port of call for you via email if you were to need to ask a question or seek some information or pass something on. I am very much looking forward to being the Year 9 coordinator because last year I had 2 Year 8 maths classes, and so I know a fair few of the students already, and as the middle school girls coordinator I have worked alongside, supported and guided many of the girls who will be in Year 9. That said, there are 171 in the grade, and so there are many more of your sons and daughters for me to meet. My office will be in the open area where their lockers are. I'll be available for one-to-one chats, whether students just want to drop in and say hello, or if they have any issues to do with social things, or of course their academics. My hopes and advice for Year 9 is that they would consider which habits they would like to leave behind in 2020 and which ones they think they would like to bring into the 2021 school year and Year 9. Maybe even fostering some new ones for the classroom. For new students, be ready to try new things. Get involved in the co-curricular activities that you also already like, because that's a great way of meeting new people, and be open-minded with the other students who you'll find yourself surrounded with. Also thinking carefully what sorts of friends you would like to have around you. As for parents, I would say, if it hasn't already happened, this time in adolescence is something that we as educators see as a period where students start to flex their independent muscles. They will be seeking to establish and find a new identity for themselves, and investing more in friendships than as compared to family relationships. So try to stay connected with them. Encourage them to be sensible with their social media, knowing that whatever they do forms a part of their digital footprint, as well as setting limits on their device use at night time. So many students we see in the middle school aren't getting enough sleep, and that just affects so many things. So encouraging limits with devices at night. Finally, as I said, please reach out to tutors in the first instance. I'm also available if the need arises for you to directly contact me, and the parent portal and school newsletters are also very helpful places to go for information. I look forward to meeting you, hopefully when COVID restrictions allow us to meet in person. And it will be great to work together to support and guide your sons and daughters this year at St Andrews. Have a great year.
Welcome Year 9 parents to 2021. We really look forward to working with you this year. My name is Kate Lay, and I am the Director of Learning for Middle School, as well as the MYP Coordinator. I have been at SACS for 6 years. This is my 7th year, so a while now, and I'm a French teacher. I also teach Latin, but unfortunately we don't have Latin here, but I always love teaching my classes here, so I'm a French teacher. What's learning going to look like in Year 9? It's going to be that next step up from Year 8. They're going to be here on level 6, and so I'll be seeing the Year 9 students every day. And it's definitely getting ready for senior college. So they're getting to the end of middle school. They're going to have probably the assessments are just going to be that bit more challenging. We're also going to have a Year 9 assessment week. So the idea is that we're preparing them for Year 10 and the exams that start to come in, because we really don't want students to have that big jump in their education. We want to seamlessly transfer those skills from middle school into senior college. So they're going to have an assessment week. Also excitingly, our students are going to be starting the personal project, which is an area of passion, and students can create anything in the personal project, and they're going to have supervisors and have lots of guidance in this. So students have created artwork, they've become professional beekeepers, they've written a novel, they've created a musical piece of work, they've created a community garden. So there are lots of different things that they can create, and then it's actually backed up with an academic piece of writing, which really helps prepare them for year 10 and then also into years 11 and 12, where they have in the HSC their major works, or in the IB diploma they have their extended essays. A question often asked is, what is the IB Middle Years program? Now, in a video like this, I can't explain it all in detail, which is why I'm actually going to be holding live presentation mornings, and also you'll be sent a video of a presentation that I did in Term 4 last year. The MYP is not about pushing students towards the IB diploma program in years 11 and 12. It's about good preparation. It's good education based in research, so that we are preparing them for the HSC or the IB diploma. It's about preparing them with skills, not just what to learn, but how to learn. In every year in education, students meet challenges in their academic life. And so I think really as parents, what can you do? And I think the answer is definitely work alongside them. We don't want, obviously, you doing the work for them, but be involved in their learning. When you get the assessment, sit down with them, look at the dates, look at when the busy periods are, look when it's quiet, to help them plan out and learn time management. Obviously, in our tutor program, we teach things like time management, but it's got to be a team effort. And I think that is my message to you. Be part of the team. Every 2 weeks, assessment notifications go up on the parent portal. So please download them, print them, talk about them. Say, okay, let's look at the criteria. What do you need to do the very best? Okay, now what's your plan? When are you going to start this? Try and help them, guide them through that they can actually work it out. Now also, we are here to help. So it's really important. Don't wait for parent-teacher or reports. Please email us. Ask your students, your children, to ask for help. If they're not sure of an assessment, that's when you want to start early. Ask the teacher, I don't understand this. What have I got to do? And if you know your child is never going to do that, then maybe you might need to send an email and say, what's necessary? Because we are absolutely here to help. We have Saks Achieve, we have various ways after school to help, but also it's really important to be in communication with your teacher, with the teachers when necessary, but also to sit down, work out the timeframes for the assessment, stick up the assessment calendar at the start of the year on the fridge so you know exactly what it is. It's really, really important to look at those. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you this year, and just be in partnership with us. Please don't wait till something's going wrong before you email us, email the teachers. We are always here to help, and we really want the best for your children.
My name's Derek Champion. I'm the leader of Wellbeing and Character, 7 to 12. I just want to say welcome to middle school parents, welcome to 2021. I've been at St Andrews now for 14 years, and I teach in the HSIE department, and I also teach IB psychology. I've also been a head of house, and I'm still a head of house in the senior college. My role as head of Wellbeing and Character has an impact with regards to the everyday life of the students in the school, particularly with the pastoral program, which is our tutorial program. It's a big part of our wellbeing framework here at the school. And the students all have a tutor which they go to every day between 12 and 12:30. And in that time, there is space that's for our wellbeing and more pastoral activities, and there's also space for academic activities. And also we run, of course, our assemblies and chapels at that time as well. But some of the specific things that we look at in our pastoral programs, for example, in Year 7, that first term is all about how to survive at Saks. So it's very much about helping them to integrate and become part of our school community and learn about our school culture. And as they get on into Term 2, we start to talk about perhaps things that are more typically associated with wellbeing, like positive coping strategies when things get difficult, or perhaps when they might experience some level of anxiety about all the schoolwork they have, or perhaps even some social issues they might be having. So that's a big part of Year 7, and part of that is also to engage experts. So we actually involve the school counsellors who speak to the students in Year 7 about that very thing, which is really helpful for the students. And then in Year 8 and 9, we also talk to them, for example, about digital citizenship and their whole approach to existing and relating to people online. Things around privacy, around sort of a healthy online set of behaviours, if you will, and also how to best connect with other students. In 2021, something new that we're offering to our SACS community, and particularly our parents, is mental health first aid training. This will be free training for our parents, and something that we'll be communicating the dates and times for in our newsletters and school correspondence, so please look out for that. So thank you to middle school parents for taking the time to listen to me, and I look forward to meeting many of you throughout the year.
Hi, my name's John Chapman. I'm the Head of Outdoor Education at St Andrew's Cathedral School. I just want to welcome all the students and parents from the middle school. My role is the Head of Outdoor Education, so I'm responsible for all the camps we run from kindergarten through to Year 10. I've been in that role since 2015, but worked here in Outdoor Ed since 2008. Year 9 is one of our pinnacle years in outdoor education. We introduce the students to camping on the snow, or they can choose to canoe on the Murray River. Most will go to the snow, both are a 6-day program. The snow is a challenge, but a really unique experience that most other students at pretty much any other school won't experience. Equipment is something parents often are concerned about in terms of outdoor education. We'll be sending out an equipment list. The equipment you need in Year 7, Year 8, Year 9 is all fairly standard. A lot of things you can borrow from previous students in earlier years, or friends or family. There's options for buying it, and you can get discounts at some of the stores that we know. But yeah, nothing too crazy on there. Just read through it. There's extra info, and you can get in touch with us if you have any questions. Year 9 snow camp, a few things to know about equipment. Just need to make sure that you bring 2 sleeping mats, often a foam one and then a self-inflating one, and make sure that the sleeping bag is rated to at least -5. Warmer is better, just to make sure that students are comfortable in the snow. And with the raincoat and overpants, just make sure that those are what we call shell, so not insulated. Because we're skiing uphill as well as downhill, the clothes that you would have to ski on a resort will make you too hot when you're in the backcountry. Safety is our #1 priority on outdoor ed programs, and primarily the staff are responsible for that. Each group that goes out will have at least a group leader and an assistant group leader. Occasionally that assistant group leader will be a teacher from the school, but more often both GL and AGLs will be specific outdoor education staff, trained up to the level that they need to be to make sure our safety is adequate on all our programs. We also have multiple communication devices and systems with each group to make sure that we have redundancy there when we need to contact. And we also have a team of staff directing and in the background to support the groups on the ground. So you'll receive extra information. There'll be an email from myself or one of my team with all the information you require for your camp. If you have any questions, feel free to email outdooreducation@sacs.nsw.edu.au, and that'll come to the whole team, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. But yeah, really looking forward to our outdoor ed programs for middle school next year. We hope that your son or daughter really enjoy themselves.
Welcome to Performing Arts at St Andrews. My name is Christian Watson, and I'm the Director of Performing Arts at SACS. In my role at SACS, I have the privilege of working with the staff and students who are involved in performing arts, so that covers music, drama and dance. I love doing that because performing arts is a great way for students to get to know the culture and the spirit of the school in its inclusive and creative nature. For middle school students in music, there's a whole range of music ensembles that they can be part of. They range from orchestras, choirs, bands, rock bands, chapel bands, and every style that you can imagine that exists in music in the real world. In drama, students have the opportunity to be part of the Year 7 Drama Club, get involved in theatre sports, and there's also a middle school drama production every year that students can audition for. In dance, students can participate in the co-curricular dance group as a winter sport option. In terms of drama, students can choose that as an elective subject from year 8, and that's the same for dance. In the music department, we have over 40 music tutors who visit the school each week and give individual music lessons. If you're interested in this for your child, information about all performing arts can be found either in the parent booklet or in the parent portal. And if you don't find your answer there, feel free to email music@sax.nsw.edu.au and your question will be answered. I strongly encourage everyone in the middle school to get involved in performing arts in some way, even if you've never had a chance to do that at your previous school. It's a great way to meet new friends, get to know your teachers more, and have a lot of fun at the same time. I look forward to meeting lots of new students and seeing everybody involved in performing arts this year.
Hi, my name's Lynn Jarvis. I'm the Director of Community Engagement here at SAX, and I'd like to welcome you aboard to 2021, particularly all our brand new parents to the school. The PNF have two main roles at the school. One is friend raising, which means they really want to help you find a way to connect with other parents at the school. They're very open, they're very warm, they won't con you into doing something you might not want to do. And one of the ways they do this is they have parent conveners. So that's a bit like a class parent. We have a couple for each year group, and the idea is that they help you connect with other parents in your year group. And they also run a private Facebook page, which is ideal if you've got any of those questions like, are they supposed to wear sports uniform tomorrow? Or I've come home with the wrong blazer. So that's a great part of what the PNF do for the school. They also run meetings, which they do in a combination now of online and in person. And they have this great Q&A series called PNF Presents. So an example, last year they did PNF Presents Wellbeing and Character, and they had a whole lot of staff from that areas of the school that you could ask questions. The one thing I would say about our community here at SAX is that once you join us, we never ever like you to leave. So all our students, they graduate, they become old Andrians, and we are very fortunate in that they come back and they still participate in the life of the school, and they're led by a really vibrant group of graduates who are the Old Andrians Association. And then we of course have our wonderful current parents who are fully supported by the Parents and Friends Association. And we even have here at SAX a group of Hessians. So a Hessian is either a staff member or a parent who are no longer actively connected with the school, but they want to stay involved. And they're Hessians because they all come from SAX. We always tell our students here at SAX that they should try and get involved in as many things as possible, and that will make the most out of their time at SAX. Well, I'd like to say the same thing to our parents. You have to choose to be involved at SAX, and we choose very much to have you involved. And there's so many different ways. Even if all you've got time for is to turn up at events, that's fantastic. We will welcome you with open arms. If you have a bit more time, you could volunteer, you could be a startup mentor, you could read to our Gawara students, you could support the PNF in the many events they have, and that's a really wonderful way to make some great lifelong friendships and really enjoy your time while you're here at the school. So particularly for our new parents, if you want to find out how to get involved with anything at the school, I suggest you read the PNF newsletter that they put together. Also go to the website that has lots of contact details, and you can find ways to get in touch. And at any chance, you can always just email the community team, which is community@sax, and we can help you out and point you in the right direction. We are really looking forward to seeing you in person again in 2021. We've got lots of exciting events planned this year. We have things like the Kiriki Picnic Day, which is our outdoor education centre, which is a great chance you get to go down with your children. You can lounge and have a picnic, or you can do something like climb the high ropes. We have a gala dinner a little bit later in the year, which will be spectacular. We have the Gawara cocktail function, and our PNF do this sensational rooftop Christmas markets. So that's just a few of the really good events coming up this year. It will be down there on the website. It also comes out in the newsletters, and we'll email you and let you know what's going on. So you'll have plenty of chances to find out. You'll also get the PNF calendar. That's got the main dates in it. Pop them in your diary straight away so you don't miss anything this year. So in whichever way you'd like to participate in life at SAX in 2021, whether it be coming to an event, buying something at the Christmas markets, being an exam scribe, any which way, really look forward to seeing you and you joining part of our warm and inclusive family at SAX.
Hi there, My name is Craig Tubman and I'm the chaplain here at St Andrew's Cathedral School, and it gives me a great joy to welcome you to our middle school community here in 2021. My role at SACS is to oversee all the Christian and faith integration work that we do from kindergarten all the way through to the end of year 12. It's a great joy to work with the staff team here at SACS, who have a deep passion for education and a desire for each of the students to grow and develop through their time here at the school. Here at SACS, we have a subject called Christian Development that all of our students take one period a week. Our Christian Development program is based firstly from kindy to year 9 on really unpacking and exploring the Christian faith, understanding and reading the Bible, looking at the person and the work of Jesus, and also how faith impacts everyday life. Moving on from year 9, we start to explore other religions in year 10. We look at ethical theories in year 11, and as students finish school in year 12, we explore worldviews and approaches to life. Through all of this, we hope to provide the students with a vocabulary and experience where they can make their own mind up about issues of faith and Christianity. Each week in chapel, we hear interviews about experiences of faith. We'll often sing together, being led by one of our student bands. We'll read a section of the Bible and we'll explore what it might mean for us today and how Christian faith impacts everyday life. If your family is not a religious family, I want you to know from the chaplain himself that you are more than welcome here at St Andrew's Cathedral School. It's actually because we are a Christian school, which is based on the commands to love God and love our neighbour as ourselves, that we welcome families from all faith backgrounds and no faith backgrounds. It's expected while students are here at the school that they will attend a chapel service each week as well as a Christian development class. Our hope in these moments is that students may develop a spiritual vocabulary and understanding that will help them make their own decisions about these issues moving forward. Here at SACS, we believe faith flourishes in a voluntary environment, and therefore we will never pressure any student to believe any particular belief. But of course, we do love the Christian faith and we think it's worth sharing and exploring, and for students to come to their own conclusions. Thanks for choosing SACS for your middle school experience, and I look forward to meeting you all as your children begin their journey with us.
Welcome to parents as we come back into 2021. I very much hope it's not a year like last year. Last year was so hard to navigate with all of the changing rules on COVID-19 and all of the disruptions that brought to us. So I wish you a normal year. We would have wondered at such a wish until 2020, but it makes sense now. So I wish you a year when we can engage fully and normally in physical schooling, and when all of our programs can be delivered as proposed. And that includes co-curricular, sport, outdoor education. I think we've gained something from last year. We've gained the reassurance that we are social beings, we need one another, and we value living in community. And that's good because SACS is very strong on those elements. We prize community. So I wish you a great year. I wish you a year as parents and students of throwing yourselves into all of the wonderful things that SACS offers. High quality teaching and learning, excellent co-curricular programs, wonderful Christian education, great outdoor education, fabulous sport. And I wish you every success. What we seek to do is to have full partnership with our parents so that we can work together to develop young people of substance and character who will graduate in a way that they are proud of, that our parents are proud of, and that everybody indicates they are ready for life beyond school as active adults who lead flourishing lives. So parents, do stay finely attuned with what SACS has to offer. Do be communicative with us as we hope to be with you, and do engage yourselves fully in the life of the school, whether that be information meetings, evenings, attending performances, coming to sport, joining the PNF, being active in year group meetings. What the research shows is that where parents involve themselves actively in their children's education, the children simply do better because they get the message that mum and dad care deeply about this thing called schooling, and that gives them every incentive to strive hard because it aligns the values at home with the values at school. So I invite you to travel with us in this great journey of educating these precious and special young people. Thank you.